Hey everyone, it's Frank again. I just wanted to go over something really quick, something that gets bounced around a lot here in the Midwest and northern part of the country for a lot of different kinds of fish. We're going to focus on obviously the largemouth, and that's this bad boy right here. That's a gopher tackle mushroom head jig. I don't know what that camera can kind of pick it up, what you can see, and what makes it unique is this little back section here and those little grooves to hold on to the bait. That's a proprietary design to gopher. There's a lot of mushroom head jig names that get thrown around. They have the rights to use that. That's their original design. And why is that design so important? Well, first of all, as I had my prior video with the Hibdons talking about working with nature, this jig head does something, this design does something that the others can't. Obviously it's going to go great with something like this, like a twister tail. We all know that it's pretty easy to rig these up. This is a man's hard nose, so it's kind of not going to go in there so easily at first. But we're all familiar with how to rig these types of baits. Just slide them on there like that. But one thing, talking about versatility, is you can take a tube, right? With a regular round head jig, you just can't get that to stick. And pop this on there, and look, lo and behold, it stays on there pretty good. So the main thing with this, what's the key advantage to the mushroom head design versus a standard design, is that little weight section in the back is going to make that bait flutter and really stay in the bass's strike zone for a longer period of time, which is really critical. And of course you've got they come with different hooks. This happens to be a Mustad. I think they make them in Owner and Yamagatsu depending on what you want to pay. I just go with the Mustad for the price, and I get them unpainted. The reason why the Gopher Tackle Company in particular, the Ned rig, is a newer variation of this kind of this type of jig fishing, which is, I believe the Z-Man is called a shroom head, and basically it's taking a bait, and what you want to do is you want to have it have that fall, but you got your bait there kind of hanging in it, and what it really does is you got a little slack line. So if this was the surface of the water, you're going to have a little slack, and that bait's going to be pretty loose. So you've got this loose bait and a little slack line. So what happens is, same thing with the Senkos and that, with that smaller hook, they don't feel the resistance, they inhale it. You don't need a big hook, and this is why these are so popular. They fish structure extremely well. My main thing that I'm not crazy about a lot of jigs is they bounce over structure, they hit the water hard, and they go over in a lot of shallow water applications. This is more subtle. So if you like finesse fishing, this is definitely going to be your style, and you can rig them on creatures or anything pretty much equally well. So just to bounce off the points, the main reason why you should use a gopher mushroom head jig is your versatility, your slower fall, and for the most part, again, like using a smaller hook for the wacky worming, it's all pluses, and it's no minuses in my estimation, unless you prefer bait casting and you don't like this lighter type of stuff. But for walleyes, smallies, largemouth in particular, and again, you could rig this on a 6-inch worm in Fisherman Chronicle #1 bass number lure. This is before the Ned rig, and this on like a 6-inch, like a power worm or something like that on weed edges, was just a #1, one of the best numbers baits, and also catches big fish. So that's just to clarify on the Gopher Tackle mushroom head jig. And if you like this kind of stuff, please subscribe. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone.